you ever had a neighbor who got on your last nerve? I know you have. We all have. For some, though, that neighbor can be a constant fly in the ointment. One that annoys you, makes your life an absolute nightmare, and when that happens, a backyard brawl is coming. Welcome, everyone, to Morgantown, West Virginia, home to the West Virginia Mountaineers. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Pittsburgh Panthers, taking on a team from the Big 12, the West Virginia Mountaineers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Pit lined up, ready for the opening kickoff as we get things underway. He'll bring it out. It's White. He only needs a sliver of daylight. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. Wide receiver comes in motion. The offense changing the play. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. To the air, it's Henderson. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And he'll be brought down.
My job as offensive coordinator is to find my guys, find my playmakers, find my guys that can win one-on-one when they get an opportunity, and that I can get them the ball and they can make something happen. He's one of those guys, and that's why I'm going to continue to force feed him.
The Mountaineers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
And the Mountaineers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. He'll take it himself. Still running at the 35. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
When your run game's working like this early in the game, man, it makes everything so easy. And after big runs like that, watch for this offense to come back and attack some play action down the field.
Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Vaughn. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Bringing the heat. And you race it to the house. Touchdown, West Virginia.
And they talked about it this week with us. They talked about wanting to start this football game fast. Nothing like taking the opening possession, using your script to your advantage, and then getting closer and exerting your physicality, running the football in, off to a hot start for this offense.
And the extra point is good. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Reed. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. give to the single back. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. To throw, it's Holstein. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
On the run, it's Reed. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. So many rivalries built on proximity, and Pitt and West Virginia have been squaring off in their backyard since 1895.
And it's just crazy to think about. A rivalry that goes that far back, so close to each other. It means so much for a year of bragging rights, Palmer.
Well, and the hate started in 1895, but every single year, every time these two teams play, you just see that on the field.
Got a man, it's Johnson. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Running back searching for a hole.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Unloads to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Hicks. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Well, this offense is given a lesson right now on how to fight through adversity, because 1st and 2nd down was ugly, but they come up with that huge completion to now set up a manageable 4th down opportunity to keep this drive alive.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Trying to get it to the marker. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Man, that D tackle is cat quick. He exploded out of his three-point stance, got immediately into the backfield, and he was able to get that tackle for loss.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Henderson. Got the back over the middle. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. That's caught. It's White. And they pick up just a few on that completion. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. He'll pull it down. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping them.
The Mountaineers look to keep this drive humming. Out of the gun, the inside give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass, it's Henderson. Pulls it in, it's Vaughn. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Another 1st down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
And the Mountaineers have it with a 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. Receiver on the move, gets the touch pass. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football, and you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
The Mountaineers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to the big tight end. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Makes the grab. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down.
Now, 4th down.
Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and West Virginia has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. It is perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
The Panthers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking for a man. It's Holstein. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. And to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse, they'd love for this one to pay off. Turning it on! Just feeding his pads to the defense as he gets it to the 36.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Mountaineers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Motion from the wide receiver. Takes the handoff. It's Edwards. Couldn't really get started there. Pickup of 1 to the 35.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
The Mountaineers are facing 3rd and inches. Scanning the field is Henderson. Grab near the marker is Gallagher. He's loose. Touchdown, Mountaineers. Once he got some room, it was over. When that receiver got 3, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He gets a block. Oh, what vision. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
Fielded in the end zone. It's White. He's out of bounds at the 27-yard line to a couple extra yards of field position for this offense to start. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. And they've found no answers so far. Already to the end zone twice, tacked on a field goal, and now back for more. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to throw, it's Henderson. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle, it's Gallagher. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. They're dealing with a second and long. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Zone coverage that time, and the cornerback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knows exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it up for an incompletion.
Pressure coming. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And the defensive line, you know, third and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on third down.
Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Caught over the middle. It's Johnson. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
After that last completion, it's second down. Looking to throw, it's Holstein. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Still running at the 40. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
They dialed up the perfect call, splendid execution. Now they've got it threatening. 1st and 10 from the 27. From the gun. Give on the inside. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. A shot toward the end zone. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
From his end zone, looking to throw. Got to take care of the ball. That's caught. It's Hamilton. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. The give. Tried to get them a little breathing room, and they're still suffocating in their own end. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Henderson. And the deflection on 3rd down. How big is that? Forces a 4th down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he had it right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on 1st down. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Here's a heat. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
They booted away on 4th down. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Back to throw, it's Henderson. Shoots it to the left. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Boy, and that might be the break this defense needed right before the half. You're down. You need to make a play. They can't score any more points. This one could get out of hand now. You have set your offense up right before the half to maybe close this gap.
The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score.
There he goes. Headed to the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Pitt.
And that's a touchdown this offense absolutely had to have to keep it to a one-possession game before going in at halftime. That touchdown is going to do wonders for this team's confidence.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. Fielded in the end zone, it's White. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Looking for space. It's White. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Under fire. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. And the Mountaineers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Catch in the middle. It's Barnes. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Fires to the middle. With the catch, it's Hamilton. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. Never a doubt. The lead now 6 here in the second.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. So the first half has come to a close. We'll take a break and head over to the halftime show. The Mountaineers will boot it away to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he winds up right where he would have on the touchback. Goes out of bounds at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Caught behind the line. It's Johnson. Still on his feet at the 45. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And the Panthers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. On the run, it's Reed. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Dropping back, it's Holstein. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover one, man coverage, and did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage, you jam them, and it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process, and that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's White. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The screen always seems so easy until you find all of that traffic right in front, Jesse.
Yeah, and we see so many screens in college football these days. The ball getting spit out quickly. I think more and more defenses, Reese, today are just expecting it. They're practicing against it all week leading up to games. You could tell this defense well-versed right now on how to stop these types of plays.
They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down.
Well, there's an example of how this tight end could be a big weapon in the passing game. That time on the corner route. Does a nice job separating from the defender and hauling in the catch.
Wants to throw it. Got it in the middle. It's White. Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice gain. You want to create favorable matchups, and the angle route against a backer is a good way to do it.
Yeah, and especially if you're going to run man-to-man, that's hard. That's hard for a linebacker to run with a fast tailback. But if I can play a little bit more zone and stay in my zone and anticipate the quarterback throwing that route, makes it a little bit easier to defend in the future.
Wide receiver going in motion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game, because that hit is what caused that fumble.
The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Well, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Looking downfield, it's Holstein. That's caught. It's Turner. Bunch of grease at the 20. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Clock ticks across the 4-minute mark here in the third. Looking to throw on first down. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Mountaineers can really attack on this second and short. This quarterback part of their running game. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? And having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
Looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he...
And that one is picked up in the end zone.
I love the coverage by the defense right here. Great job getting up in their space. Nothing easy down here for a two-point conversion. The interception was just gravy.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's Reed. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's
going to take a shot at this DB. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be second down.
This quarterback has thrown a lot of picks. I don't know if he's just not seeing the field right or he's just trying to force too many throws. That should have been number 4 right there, but the defender dropped it.
Back to pass, it's Holstein. Makes the catch, it's Hicks. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Here's the pressure. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Under fire. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hicks.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
The Panthers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
This quarterback is really struggling in this game with decisions and also accuracy. He's already being picked off multiple times, and that time that was a bad underthrow. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Third down coming in the Morgantown faithful, making it tough on this big play. To the air, it's Holstein. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Pitt will have to boot this one away. Trickery and deception. They snap it to the up man. And no guts, no glory. They pick up the 1st down.
And so many times when you're studying the other team and their defense and what they're going to do, you know there's certain looks you're going to get into. And I think they saw one they liked, snapped it to the up back. He catches the football, gets north and south, gets the 1st down. Nice execution on the fake punt, baby.
Pittsburgh has a really nice drive going. Looking downfield on 1st down. Gonna let it fly. Snags it at the 30 and still running. Touchdown, Panthers! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Really good coverage by this defense. They were aware of everyone on the field, and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to him. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
Right on target this time. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Henderson. Makes the grab. It's Vaughn. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. The Mountaineers will bring them. They snap it to the up end. He'll try to run for it. And the roll of the dice turns up in their favor as they pick up the first down.
They had the exact look they had practiced for and what they wanted. The up man gets the snap directly. He's able to use the speed, get the first down, and the chains are moving.
And the Mountaineers getting set on 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's White. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you throw into running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Motion from the wideout. Fires to the tight end. He makes a little bit of headway and is pushed out of bounds at the 43.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
The Mountaineers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Motion from the back. Dropping back, it's Henderson. Swings it out to the flat. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up third down.
And the Mountaineers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Catch in the middle, it's Barnes. At the 20, he's got space. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, West Virginia.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, we've got a 2-possession lead.
Great starting point, takes it inside his own 25. They get him corralled, but not before he gets that return out to the 35. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Snagged in the middle, it's Lee. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Pitt pushing the pace.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Looking downfield, it's Holstein. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
You can feel the Mountaineer spirit rising, reverberating across the field on this big 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Johnson. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. From the red zone, looking for a space. Makes the catch. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to throw again. Touchdown, Panthers. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
It's hard for a defense to have to cover so much space. When the offense goes empty, you get receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You've got to expand, and it's harder to cover on the back end.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Coming out with it, it's White. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
Now on first down from the 28. They'll send the tight end in motion. He might want another play. Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, the offense is penalized. The offense set for a first down play. Dropping back, it's Henderson. Fires left. Makes the catch. It's White. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Wants to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Got away from trouble and got rid of it.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, third and long coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking left. Another incompletion on third down.
It's a nice job by the receiver working past the sticks. Looked like it was going to be a first down by the offense, but how about the physical play knocking that ball loose?
The Mountaineers will try to pin them back with the punt. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They cut into this lead the last time they had it, and now here in the fourth, a chance to move on top with a score. Breaks into the open. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. The offense lining up for a first down play. They're going to ride this running back. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
You wonder about the mindset right now of the offensive coordinator, too, because they need points. And running the football just is not going to get it done. Early in the drive, late in the drive, I think you've got to be in attack mode right now throwing.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to throw, it's Holstein. Fires to the wideout. Makes a grab in the open. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Pitt coming to the line after getting another first down. Looking for room. It's Turner. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
This is an area of the field now you just cannot afford negative plays. Whether you're going to throw it or you're going to run it, you're in position right now to score points and win this game. You've got one timeout in your back pocket still. No matter what, you cannot go backwards.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Caught in the backfield, it's Thomas. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining. Third down coming in the Morgan From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. The offense pops it up, and they were on the move. Defense has it, they're on the move. The defense making the play to drive in the dagger with that fumble recovery, and they should be able to run out the clock. Their own end zone, nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left. And the Mountaineers are backed up. They can feel the shadow. Turning it on! And what a huge play for this offense after that great run.
You cannot let that happen to you defensively. That is the definition of getting gashed. They didn't have one guy in their front 7 even get a finger on that guy.
Looking for a productive play on first down. Morgantown will be rocking tonight as if it is ever any other way as the Mountaineers take down Pitt and win the backyard brawl. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.